Hi everyone, it's Jox Girl, and I have a video today on how I cut my fabric to get ready for my cross stitch pattern. I'll let you know, I'm going to be fair, I'm not an expert, and every time I get ready to cut my fabric, I hold my breath because I'm afraid of making a mistake. And I am going to be embarrassingly clear. I did make a mistake. However, I caught it and I'm just going to move on from there. I will show you what I did and I'm not going to worry about it. It's just fabric. But I've decided I need to make this video because if you're like me, you get a little nervous, maybe you've never cut your fabric before, I don't know. Anyways, hopefully this video will help somebody out. Okay, so what do you need? You need a pair of scissors that are sharp, preferably just used for fabric. You're gonna need your pattern because you need the instructions. You need something to measure with, and of course the fabric. So looking here, I have a Teresa Wensler pattern. Looking in here, it lets me know what they did their pattern on, or their cross stitch pattern on. A lot of times they will have an example of different fabric sizes you can use by the stitch count and how big it's going to be. Some you could just wing it, but let's go with what they have in here. I wanted this to look good, so anyways, there's a couple of different stitch counts they have here. I went with 32 because this is what I was able to find in the store of Hobby Lobby. They didn't have these other ones. I could have bought fabric online, but I was impulsive. I wanted it right then, right now. So Hobby Lobby had the 32 count. So my fabric, or my project, excuse me, the design is going to be 8 1/8 inches by 13 3/8 inches. So when I went to buy my fabric, I had to make sure that it's going to fit in there, and it does. I have 18 inch by 27 inch, and it's a 32 count, so this is perfect. This is going to work. All right, so this is Artiste is the brand of fabric that they have at Hobby Lobby, and actually Hobby Lobby has great cross-stitch fabric, you guys. I have never had a problem with any of it. I know it's not the super fancy stuff that you could buy at some of these wonderful stores. It's just what I have access to at the moment, so this is what I picked up. Now, also in your instructions, it should let you know what the height and width is. So I use an app that I have on my iPhone, and I think it works for your Android as well. I'm not going to show you guys this. Here I've got some notes, but the app site is X Stitch Calculator. So it's X as in the alphabet letter X, the word stitch, S-T-I-T-C-H, calculator, C-A-L-C-U-L-A-T-E-R, and it's a free app. It downloads pretty quick, hopefully for you guys as well. There was a little needle, there's some little stars, and in the needle of the eye of the needle there was a floss. So I can't show it to you any other way. I just want to let you know that that's how I was, that's what mine looks like when it comes up. So it's easy to find, hopefully for you too. When you get to that app site, you punch in these numbers. They go by width and height. It really, I don't think it really matters. Just when you are looking at your fabric, if there's a certain print on it and you want it to go a certain way, just make sure that it's going to work for your particular fabric. Mine being a plain white, it doesn't matter. Also, when you start your project, you're going to want to make sure you've got it the right way. Okay, but anyways, that's a different idea for a different video. This one here is just on how to cut your fabric. So I put in the number 214 width by 130 height. Then it asked if I was going to be doing it over 2 threads. For a 32 count, yes, it's over 2 threads. typically. If not, it would be super, super tiny. I believe all these ones here are going to be over 32. I mean, over two threads. The 25, 27, 30, 32, typically over a count of 2. I don't want to forget anything. I'm sorry. My brain is all over the place right now. So you put in that information, and then the last piece of information you put in is how big of a border do you want around your design. So if you're going to put in a frame, typically you would put 2 to maybe 3 inches. It just depends on what you're going to do with the end of it. If you're going to put it on a pillow, do you need 6 inches to go out on your completed picture? So if this was the completed picture here, how much of the border you want to give around, okay? And the nice thing is it's going to calculate your 2 inches, your 2 inches, your 2 inches, and 2 inches. Let's just say, for example, because mine's going to be 2 inches. So it will figure it out all the way around. You don't have to put in, oh, well, that's going to be 6, that's going to be 8, 2 and 2 and 2 and 2. If you're doing the math by hand, let me warn you, because I have done it by hand, that's where I made my mistakes. So using this calculator is pretty cool. It gave me, within a matter of a second, it gave me what I needed. So mine told me I needed 18 by 13 inches. Luckily for me, this was 18 by 27. Ding dong me. Already figured this out and made a mistake, and I cut it in the wrong spot because I thought, oh, well, let me put here for my 18 inches and then I will do my 20. Mistake. 18, and then I said, oh, 13. Big mistake. It's already 18 inches long ways. So just to double check, just to make sure that they sold me the right size of fabric. I don't know if you could see that all the way, but it goes to 18, perfect, just as I said, 18. So all I really needed to do was come up with my 13. And that's where I am with 13 inches. And I'm going to double check. And I give it just a smidge. I don't know if you can see that. No. I give it just a little bit on the edge for the little mistakes I made. And actually, it doesn't even really matter because, if it's just a breath away, right? This will most likely go into a beautiful frame at some point in time when I get it done. So I marked mine with a pin that I can easily move out. And, there are folds in here. You could iron your fabric first if you wanted to. I'm not going to. And then I just mark it with my pin. And I know that I'm going to just cut it all the way up. I did, like I said, to be fair and clear with you guys, I did make a mistake here, but that's all right. I'm going to still have all this amount of fabric. I can use it for something else. I don't know, I don't know if I ever will, because 32 count, whew, that's going to be hard on my old lady eyes. So I'm going to figure out where I'm going to start cutting on this end. Can you guys see me? Hopefully you can. And I'm going to mark it with another pin right here. And then I'm just going to start cutting. And I'm going to basically, I'm going to end the video about here because I like to try to be perfect. I am not, obviously. I made a mistake here. But I try to be perfect, and I'm going to follow. I want to follow this up as best as I can on the little hole that works all the way up. So I'm going to take my time, put on my glasses, and cut this through. But I just wanted to show you, I was brave. I just cut. And I'm going to continue to cut and go all the way up. And that's it. And then I'm going to start stitching. So I hope this video helped you out. I know tutorials like this help me out. So you guys, do well. If you make a mistake, it's okay. It's just fabric. Cry over the price, I know, but you can always use the fabric for something else. I'm not going to worry about this. I'm just going to keep moving on. All right, you guys, have a nice day, and thanks for watching. Bye.